A Lazy Man's Guide to Happiness. There have been days in my life when I've woken up and, for no reason I could think of, something would feel off. I never know why, but no matter what side of the bed I'd wake up on, I'd feel just a slight nagging pull of discontent. Maybe I didn't sleep enough. Perhaps it was the weather making me feel bad. It could even have been me subconsciously forgetting something and just trying to remind myself. I wouldn't know, and for the first few times it happened, I'd simply try to smile through it, since there's no reason for it anyway. I feel I've always tried to make people like me. It feels good knowing that the people you're with won't talk behind your back or exaggerate their feelings for you. The problem is, you never know if they are, and as such, you never know if you're doing enough to prevent that. From friends to family, you have to earn respect and admiration through a social meritocracy that's lasted longer than all of us. If you make the others around you happy, it should make you happy too, knowing you've done that, knowing you've earned their smiles. But this isn't always the case, obviously. You don't have to always make drastic efforts to earn your happiness. One of my happiest moments was a journey to Big Sur in California, the redwoods. The trees' green leaves reminding you of the less splendorous woods, but the red bark and size of the trees blocking out any competing beauty. Nothing traditionally beautiful like flowers or sunsets. It was midday and stormy when we drove through. But part of the forest's greatness was, in fact, how it was never trying to be beautiful. Another part of Big Sur that brought me such happiness was the fact that I didn't need to exhaust myself or put in large amounts of effort to be able to see it at all. I wasn't the one who drove us here. I wasn't needing to pay anything. I just had the privilege of seeing this great place for no real reason at all. On one of those days when I'd wake up sad and try to cover it up, my bluff was called. My mother asked me what was wrong, and I explained how I didn't really have a reason, so therefore I should just be fine. She shook her head and said this to me: "It's okay to just wake up sad, and you don't always have to have a reason to feel that way. You don't have to try waking up happy all the time. That's just exhausting." With this advice that my emotions didn't need to be explained or earned, I wondered if the same could be said for my happiness as well. And furthermore, how does it feel to have something good happen for no reason or from no effort of mine? I look back now at some of my happiest memories. Big Sur's beauty, which I paid nothing to see, making my friends and family laugh with jokes that I didn't practice or question beforehand, and not having to force my laughter for theirs, causing this cycle of small jokes making everything exponentially funnier. The feeling of realizing there's someone else's leftovers in the fridge, and they don't feel like eating it, so it's all yours. My first date, where they told me they loved me, even though I wasn't the one who bought dinner, or set up our date, or did anything. They just loved me because I love them. The greatest joys for me aren't karmic justice or massive amounts of effort paying off. To me, it's random moments of someone else's kindness, or just small, lucky bouts of something going my way. The joy may not be deserved, but that's what makes it all the better. The fact that it shouldn't have happened. And so, that's the lazy man's joy. Not having a reason to be happy, just like you don't need a reason to be sad. Not trying, but still feeling good anyway.